Hello and welcome to GM-BIST construction. Today we are going to learn how to carry out our general arrangement, our modeling, our design and analysis from AutoCAD to Protastructure. So this is what we are going to do. First we have our architectural design here. So the basics you need to know when it comes to structural design is that you should have a good knowledge of what you are designing. What purpose is the building going to be used for? The critical points, taking note of the cantilevers, where there are lifts, where there are staircases, so that you don't begin to insert your slab and maybe run your slab strip where you have your staircase. You have to take note of that, where you have your lift, where you have your openings, and where you are supposed to insert your columns. Also, these things are very important in carrying out your general arrangements. So I will be doing my general arrangements and everything in Protastructure. I will show you an easy way of doing that. So this is what we have. So we have the ground floor and the first floor. So I will now open the 3D so that we can have a look at it. So this is your 3D. So we have to carry out this is 1, 2, 3 suspended floor, and it has a lift. So we'll be doing that. I'll go back to my AutoCAD. So this is it. So what I'll first do, I will highlight everything, and I will double click. I'll click W, then enter it. Now I have a place to save it. So I will now say 3 suspended floor. Then I'll make sure my file type is DSF. So I will save it, click OK. So the next thing is to launch my AutoCAD. Okay, AutoCAD is my Protastructure. So I already have my Protastructure here. So I can just go to new project. The new project is saved. So I will not type a new name, which is 2, okay, 3 suspended floors. Then I will choose my project code. So my project code is BX8110. Okay. So I'll give it some time to open. So I will now go to building setup. Now go to external reference drawing. I'll come to add. And I need my 3 suspended floor. Now open. So once I click on active, I see my DXF file here. So I can click on move. So I'll now move my ground floor. So that I have my ground floor here. So the next thing I do is to just go to modeling, and then modeling I click my grid lines, then I'll go to, and now start 1 prime. I'll just follow the architectural grid lines. The next one is 1. So you can actually do all of this in your AutoCAD, but I prefer doing it in my Protastructure. It requires a good knowledge of your Protastructure and the architectural floor plans, what you are working on. To me, this seems to be more flexible. Then there are some other people who are more good at doing their general arrangement in their AutoCAD. As for me, I'm good with this. So I'll now go to my x-axis. So I will now change this to be, this is A, and this will be A. That is A prime, and this will be A. This is B. Okay, the architect now moves to C. Let me check here whether we have our B. So I will just use, let me just follow what he has done, so that there will be no conflicting of grid lines on site. D, E, and this is I. Okay, so I'm done with the grid line. The next thing is to, let me measure the thickness of my wall so that I know the type of it's very important that you know the thickness of your wall or the block size the architect used, so that your columns will be the same of that of the size of the block. So I have 225, so the size of my column is going to be 225. So for now, let me use 225 by 225. If there's need to increase the size of the column, I will do that. So all this you can do it in your AutoCAD. Let me use my reference wall as guide. So I will need to introduce a grid line here. This is not centralized, so I will need to increase. So I will now offset it. So you now offset this grid line. So I say Ctrl F2. So half of 225 is going to be minus 112.5. So I will delete this. So this will be my B. So I can take the properties of this again, come here and insert it. Okay, I have to adjust this. So you can do all this insertion of column, your general arrangement in your AutoCAD, but as for me, I want everything to be done in Protastructure. So I have this. Okay. Then I have another wall here. Let me remove this column. So I will need to introduce another grid line here. Okay. Oh, we have our windows at this point. So let us check it in our 3D. So you can see that there's window at this edge, the corner window here. So okay, my Protastructure. So I will introduce a grid line here, and I will introduce another one here, so that I can deliver my bin at this point. So let me offset this. I can just keep it here, then offset it. F. Okay, this will be 112.5. And I delete this. And this is going to be my 3 prime. So I'm going to bring this to this. I'll bring this to this. Then I can offset it. Offset it 112.5. So this is going to be F prime. This F prime. And I'll set this. set this as 112.5. and I will do away with this. So this is going to be my 2 prime. So like I say, you can do all of this in your AutoCAD. So I will change the size of this column to be 450. Then I can adjust it using my arrow key. I still take the properties of this one. Then I can rotate this. Just put minus here. Then I'll update. Okay. So I have my column at this place. I have one here. Then let me see. Okay, I need to create another grid line here. Okay, let me try to insert it at this place, at this side too. And do the same thing that I've done that side to this side. Instead of having this here, I will move this here. Okay, and then I'll offset this grid line again. Okay, let me offset all of them. Let me offset this. So I'll have this here. Okay, let me offset this. It's minus 112.5, and I will delete this. Or offset this again. Minus 112.5. I'm offsetting this because I want to insert my column here. So this is going to be 10 prime. So I have 10 here, so I'm moving by my right. So this is going to be 10 prime. And this is going to be 11 prime. 11 prime. So let me use the properties of this. Insert my column here. So what I need to do is just to change it to positive. Yes. So I will use the properties of this. On this side. Now pick this. On this point. Okay, for now this is how I want my columns to be. So I've done my general arrangements of my grid lines and my columns. So some people may like to ask, so how about the other floors? Okay, the architect made us understand that the floors are typical. The typical first floor to third floor. So what I'm going to do is that if I want to merge, if I want to see the position of my columns here, this is what I am going to do. I will now say building, set out, go to reference, external reference drawing. Then I will now say move. So I can pick it at the staircase region at this place. So I can now see. So my ground floor has given way for my first floor. So I can also check through. But I don't want to merge it for now, so I can still go back. Now say move. Let me bring back my ground floor. So this is my ground floor. But remember, we say we have a staircase here. So I'm going to teach you how to create your grid line for your staircase, because what most of the times the architect does is that they will just indicate here, and sometimes they may not indicate, they may just tell you. So this is what I'm going to do. I will now pick one of this grid line, offset it, or bring it at this place. So the thickness of my stair walls are going to be, I will say offset it to be minus 112.5. So I will delete this. So this is going to be my D prime. D prime. Okay, so update. So I'm still going to offset this. I'll offset this grid line. So this place. Then this one I will offset it inside. Control F2, and then there are some window that way is FN F2. So I will just say 12.5 is going to be positive. So I will change this to be my E prime. E prime. So I've done for the X axis. I will now move to my Y axis here. So I'll keep it here. I'll keep this other one here. So this is what I will do. I will now offset again. This is be minus 112.5. I'm sorry. Offset. F2 minus 112.5. I will delete this away, and this is going to be my 7 prime. 7 prime. This is going to be, sorry, let's offset again. Control F2. This is going to be 112.5. Then I delete this away. And this is 6 prime. And then I say update. So I've done my general arrangements of my columns, my grid lines. So let me insert my shear walls here for my lifts now, and do some little settings so that you'll be able to know how to design your lift. So I'll go to wall. So the size of my wall, the thickness of my shear wall is going to be 225. So I'll take it from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. So you can see that the boundaries of the staircase are within this limit. So you don't begin to draw your staircase, your shear walls to extend to the staircase area. I need to insert another column here. In the course of your design, you can also be doing some of these things. So I need a column at this edge here. So I can offset this grid line again. And this is a midpoint. So this, okay, E prime, E prime prime. So you are done with your general arrangement for this particular structure. If there's need for you to insert your columns at some point during the analysis, you can do that. But as for this span, it's actually large, so I can just try to reduce it. This, to reduce, because I don't want to be having deep beans. So I'm done with this for now. So thank you. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel. I remain Benedict from GM-BIST Construction.